The 2022 Mullet World Championships have came and gone, and we have the report here on who has the shiniest Kentucky waterfall of them all. Non-apologetic news. Mullets are just as American as apple pie. Am I right?
Yeah, they are.
Why not have a contest to see who has the best Camaro cut in all of the United States? That's exactly what the people at Mullet Champ decided to do. They put out the word, send in your video of showing off those luscious locks, that beaver paddle, and also a photo, and you could possibly win the giant 2.5K jackpot. Every one of them had a name for their mullet. Like it would be like the Hulkamaniaster. It would be weird. There were 600 entries that all 600 named their mullet unless they required you to. I mean, do people traditionally name their mullet? Here's how it worked. 600 contestants. You had to send in the photo and the video, and then they let people vote to narrow it down into different brackets. There were over 30,000 votes in this thing.
Jeez.
And the guy who ultimately won, he got a little over 10% with 3,700 of those votes. So after intense rounds of voting, they narrowed it all the way down to the top 25 contestants. There's a few of these people, like, I don't know why I thought these would all be guys, but Lisa Sears, I think that's a woman. And then you got Dog the Bounty Hunter's grandpa.
Yeah, for all these guys, except for one, have the same style of sunglasses. It's almost the exact same pair.
Yeah, it kind of comes with the territory, the aviators. Now, I like this guy down here just because he looks like he actually lives the life. He doesn't look like a poser, right? Matt Rollins, one of the top 25 contestants. So as you can see, these are all winners here, basically. You got this guy who looks like a future wife abuser, Jeremy Perrine. Shout out to you, buddy.
See you on Dateline.
Oh, and this guy just looks downright creepy, Mucio Chavez. And Manscaped is sponsoring it, which is strange because ain't a damn one of these dudes trimming anything. But yeah, here are our top 25. So once again, they started another round of voting after this, till they narrowed it down even further. So what I want to do is show you the top 3 contestants, right? This is when it really heated up, okay? And they were going to announce the winner on the Today Show. Like, chum on, Today Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you report on this? Sure, we do it. We report on scumbags and crazy stuff, but why you know what I mean? Boom. So we had Dalton Cleghorn with his mullet named Mullet Mania. We had Brandon Hernandez with his mullet, the Texas Tailgate. And we had Scott Salvador with his mullet, the Lord's Drapes. So I don't know about you. I am just itching to see who had the best Mississippi mud flap out of all of these gentlemen here. I'll tell you who should have won, though. And that's this sexy beast right here. What are you thinking, Jelly? It's like the bigger, he's getting big again too. The bigger he gets, the less hairs on the sides. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. Jelly needs to slow down because I truly think the world would be a worse place without him in it. But the more famous he gets, the more out of shape and out of weight he gets. And I just hope he doesn't die an early death because of it. So if anybody doesn't like Jelly, you will be
jailed for life.
So what I want to do is show you the entry videos for the top 3 contestants. But before we do that, I have to show you another video. I watched all of these, right? So this is from Brandon Mercer, who I believe actually made it to the top 25, but he is not in the top 3. But check out this guy's intro video. Can you guess where he's going to come out of?
I'm going to say a porta potty.
Yeah, check it out.
My name is Rich Barron, a.k.a. Poppy Fuego, and I'm in the U.S. mullet competition for Cleveland, Ohio. Here's a few things I want you to know about.
Here's a few things I want you to know.
Cleveland, Ohio. Rock and roll.
What?
The Browns, throwing around the old pigskin. American muscle cars.
It's totally not his car.
And freedom.
Great camera work.
Do the right thing and help you bring a championship to Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, so here's what we have. We have Dalton Cleghorn with his ridiculous name, Mullet Maniac. So check out this swell fella, we'll call him.
Hello, America. Dalton Claycorn coming at you from Toledo, Ohio, giving you a sneak peek of this prime Camaro cut. Up front, all business.
They are the same shades, right?
Straight ramen noodle waterfall in the back. Get off the tracks. The train is coming. Your 2022 champ right here.
Oh, he's got himself a Bush. Poorly executed chug there.
You know who to vote for.
Jesus.
Hello.
Now, makes me wonder, I know a lot of guys like this. Like, what were his dreams? What he wanted to do as a boy? Because I can tell you, he never took one step towards achieving those goals. He's overweight. You can tell he drinks too much. He has a haircut that ensures no lady will ever want to suck his little peener. So, next up, we have Scott Salvador with his mullet, the Lord's drapes. What an arrogant prick. All right, here we go. From the Scotland Yard.
Hell yeah, brother. They say you gotta have rocks if you want to grow the locks.
No one has ever said that statement in the world.
What does that even mean?
You gotta have rocks if you want to grow the locks. All right, continuing on.
What the fuck?
I got the rocks. I got the locks.
Look at picking out from the tree.
New York. This is my mullet. Call it the Lord's drapes. This thing's nothing short from a gift from God, baby. You don't choose the mullet chooses you.
I didn't choose poverty. Poverty chose me. Last and finally, we have Brandon Hernandez with his mullet, the Texas tailgate. All right, here we go. This one's a doozer.
I am a real American.
Mute that part for a moment. But yes, he comes out, he's waving, I think that's the Puerto Rican flag. Oh, someone's tossing him a Brew-Weiser. He drunk like a quarter of that beer.
Texas tailgate coming from Buda, Texas. And I'm here to let you know that I'm bringing that title back home to Texas from the 2022 Mullet Championship. Get your mullet on, baby.
Have you ever heard of the guy? I think he's called Salt Cracker.
I don't think so.
He makes videos of like shrimp broils and stuff. He's put a cracker on it.
Yeah, put a cracker on it, dude.
That's who he sounds like. We have these three swell gentlemen who have made it. Oh, that's not him. Who have made it down to the top three. So here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to guess who got 10% of the votes. Who was the 2022 United States Mullets Championship winner? Was it Dalton Claycorn with Mullet Mania, Brandon Hernandez with the Texas Tailgate, or Scott Salvador with the Lord's Drapes?
And this is a tough choice.
Okay, before you say who you think won, who do you think has the best mullet?
With Dalton.
Dalton has the best. One thing we can say for sure, they're all three racist, right? But so if you're into that, you're probably into this competition. I don't like this guy. This guy has lady eyes, and they make me uncomfortable, Mr. Scott Salvador. And this guy just looks like a border agent, Mr. Brandon Hernandez.
I think he won, though.
Okay, so you like Dalton Claycorn the best. You think Brandon Hernandez was the winner. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Well, I'm here to let you know the winner of the 2022 Mullet Champion is none other than Scott Salvador with the Lord's Drapes.
What?
The one guy you did not like. He won this thing, and more or less by a landslide. And this guy makes me feel uncomfortable. But we have to remember what he says, right?
Hell yeah, brother. They say you gotta have rocks if you want to grow the locks.
You gotta have rocks if you want to grow the locks. And he definitely has the rocks. He has the locks, and he's got the 2.5K. So in his world, he is set for life. If you want to know more information about this, head on over to mulletchamp.com. And, the next year's competition is only a year away. So go ahead and get that Tennessee waterfall flowing. Go ahead and get that rolling down. Maybe your 8 drapes will be on point enough so you can be the 2023 winner of the best beaver paddle in all of these great United States. Good night, everyone. And always remember...
Take a look, it's in a book.
a reading rainbow.
You gotta have the rocks. What the hell was it? You gotta have the rocks
To
make
build the locks.
You gotta have the rocks to build the locks.
Non-apologetic news.